The National Electrical Code, or NEC, addresses the use of underground feeder, also known as Type UF, cable in rigid metal conduit. Article 334.10a of the NEC specifically states that Type UF cable shall be permitted to be installed in raceways. This means you can run UF cable inside rigid metal conduit provided you adhere to other applicable requirements. Article 362.10 specifies that metal conduit shall be of steel, aluminum, stainless steel, or approved equal. Furthermore, if installing UF cable in a raceway, Article 334.10 outward dictates that the UF cable shall be secured at intervals not exceeding 12 feet or 3.7 meters. This securing requirement helps prevent stress and potential damage to the cable within the conduit. Additionally, Article 334.10b addresses ampacity considerations. It states that where the ampacity of the conductor in the UF cable exceeds 60 amps, the UF cable shall be installed in a raceway. This provision is crucial for ensuring the safe operation of high current circuits and preventing overheating of the cable. When installing UF cable in rigid metal conduit, it's important to remember several key considerations. Firstly, proper selection of the conduit is critical. The conduit must be made of an approved material, typically steel, aluminum, or stainless steel, as specified in Article 362.10. Secondly, the conduit must be sized appropriately to accommodate the UF cable. Refer to Chapter 9, Table 4 and Table 5 in the NEC for conduit fill calculations to ensure the conduit is not overcrowded, which could lead to insulation damage and overheating. Thirdly, proper grounding and bonding of the conduit system is essential for safety. Follow the requirements in Article 250 of the NEC to ensure a low impedance ground fault path, which will help to trip the circuit breaker or fuse in the event of a fault. Fourthly, when pulling UF cable into the conduit, use appropriate pulling lubricants to reduce friction and prevent damage to the cable insulation. Avoid sharp bends in the conduit run, as these can make pulling the cable more difficult and increase the risk of insulation damage. Fifthly, ensure that the conduit ends are properly reamed to remove any sharp edges that could damage the cable insulation during pulling. Use conduit fittings that are listed for use with the type of conduit being installed. These fittings should be installed according to the manufacturer's instructions. Sixthly, after the UF cable is installed in the conduit, inspect the cable for any signs of damage, such as cuts or abrasions. If any damage is found, the cable should be replaced to ensure its long-term reliability. Seventhly, label the conduit run to indicate that it contains UF cable. This will help to prevent accidental damage to the cable during future maintenance or repair work. Eighthly, when terminating the UF cable at junction boxes or equipment, use appropriate connectors that are listed for use with UF cable. These connectors should provide a secure and watertight connection to prevent moisture from entering the enclosure. Ninthly, always energize the circuit before working on any electrical equipment. Use appropriate lockout-tagout procedures to ensure that the circuit remains energized while you are working on it. Tenthly, consult with a qualified electrician if you have any questions or concerns about the installation of UF cable in rigid metal conduit. They can provide guidance on the specific requirements of the NEC and local codes, and they can help to ensure that the installation is done safely and correctly. In addition to the general requirements for installing UF cable in rigid metal conduit, there are also some specific considerations that may apply depending on the application. For example, if the UF cable is being installed in a wet location, such as underground or in a damp crawl space, it is important to use conduit and fittings that are listed for use in wet locations. These components are designed to prevent moisture from entering the conduit system and damaging the cable. If the UF cable is being installed in a hazardous location, such as a gasoline dispensing area or a chemical processing plant, it is important to use conduit and fittings that are listed for use in hazardous locations. These components are designed to contain any potential explosions or fires that may occur in the hazardous location. If the UF cable is being installed in a corrosive environment such as a coastal area or a wastewater treatment plant, it is important to use conduit and fittings that are made of corrosion-resistant materials such as stainless steel or PVC-coated steel. These materials will help to protect the conduit system from corrosion and ensure its long-term reliability. In summary, the NEC permits the installation of Type UF cable in rigid metal conduit under certain conditions, adhering to Article 334.10 AON, along with related sections concerning securing, ampacity, and proper installation practices, ensures a safe and code-compliant installation. Remember to always consult the latest edition of the NEC and local codes for the most up-to-date requirements. Furthermore, understand that the NEC is not a design manual, and following it does not guarantee a safe electrical installation. The design of an electrical system must also be done by a qualified person who is familiar with the specific requirements of the application. It is also important to remember that the NEC is a minimum standard and that more stringent requirements may be necessary in some cases. For example, if the UF cable is being installed in an area where it is subject to physical damage, it may be necessary to use a heavier gauge of conduit or to provide additional protection for the cable. Ultimately, the goal is to provide a safe and reliable electrical installation that will protect people and property from harm. Consider the specific application and environment in which the UF cable is being installed when selecting the type of conduit and fittings to use. Also, consider the ampacity of the UF cable and the potential for future expansion when sizing the conduit. Proper planning and installation will help to ensure a safe and code-compliant electrical system. When dealing with electrical installations, it is critical to always prioritize safety and adhere to established codes and standards. The NEC serves as a comprehensive guide for electrical installations, but it's essential to understand its specific requirements and how they apply to different scenarios. In the case of UF cable and rigid metal conduit, the code allows this practice but emphasizes the importance of following certain guidelines. For instance, the securing of the cable at appropriate intervals, as mentioned in Article 334.10 ATWO, is meant to prevent strain on the cable and ensure its longevity. The ampacity rule in Article 334.10b is aimed at preventing overheating, a serious electrical hazard. Beyond the code itself, there are practical aspects to consider. The choice of rigid metal conduit should align with the environmental conditions of the installation. In corrosive environments, for example, stainless steel or PVC coated conduit might be preferable. Proper conduit fill calculations are also crucial to avoid overcrowding, which can lead to insulation damage and overheating. Grounding and bonding are essential for safety, providing a low impedance path for fault currents. Using appropriate pulling lubricants and reaming conduit ends can prevent damage to the cable during installation. Moreover, labeling the conduit run helps prevent accidental damage during future work. When terminating the UF cable, using listed connectors ensures a secure and watertight connection. Before starting any electrical work, always energize the circuit and follow lockout-tagout procedures. It's also wise to consult with a qualified electrician if you have any doubts or questions. The NEC is a complex document, and understanding its intricacies requires expertise. Furthermore, local codes and regulations may have additional requirements that need to be taken into account. By following these guidelines and seeking professional advice when needed, you can ensure a safe and code-compliant installation of UF cable in rigid metal conduit. Remember that electrical work can be dangerous, and it's always best to err on the side of caution. The NEC is a living document that is updated regularly to reflect new technologies and best practices. Staying informed about the latest changes is essential for anyone involved in electrical installations. In addition to the NEC, there are other standards and resources that can provide valuable information. For example, the National Electrical Manufacturers Association, or NEMA, publishes standards for electrical equipment and systems. Underwriters Laboratories, or ALL, tests and certifies electrical products for safety. The Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers, or IEE, develops standards for electrical engineering. By utilizing these resources and staying up to date on the latest codes and standards, you can ensure that your electrical installations are safe, reliable, and code compliant.